Today, I'll be teaching you some important multiple choice questions, and I'll be giving you 5 seconds to answer these questions. But if these 5 seconds is not enough to answer the question, you can pause the video, read through the question, and answer the question. Number 1. Water from town supply is chlorinated to make it free from A. Bad odor, B. Bacteria, C. Temporal hardness, D. Permanent hardness. Water from town supply is chlorinated to make it free from A. Bad odor, B. Bacteria, C. Temporal hardness, D. Permanent hardness. The answer is bacteria. So it's for explanation. Chlorination is the process of adding chlorine to water to kill bacteria and other harmful microorganisms, making it safe for drinking. Bad odor. Chlorine can help reduce bad odor, but its primary purpose is disinfection. Now, temporal hardness. Temporal hardness is removed by boiling or adding calcium hydroxide, not by chlorination. Permanent hardness. Permanent hardness is removed by ion exchange or chemical treatment and not by chlorination. Number 2. Which of the following substance is not a polymer? Which of the following substance is not a polymer? A. Nylon, B. Polyethylene, C. Propane, D. Starch. The answer is propane. Now, a polymer is a large molecule made up of repeating smaller units, which is called the monomers. A propane is not a polymer because it is a small hydrocarbon molecule with no repeating units. Nylon is made up of a repeating unit of amide units, so it is a polymer. Polyethylene is made up of a repeating unit of ethene, so it is a polymer. Poly means multiple. Starch is a natural polymer made up of repeating unit of glucose. But propane, which is not a polymer, it is a small hydrocarbon with no repeating unit. Number 3. The major water pollutant is A. Spillage of oil, B. Pesticide, C. Detergent, D. Sewage. The answer is sewage. Sewage is a major water pollutant because it contains human and animal waste, harmful microorganisms, chemicals, and nutrients that cause waterborne diseases and environmental damage. Now, for oil spillage pollutes water but is less common than sewage disposal. So, oil spillage can be seen in oil producing states or oil producing countries, but it is not the most common cause of water pollution globally. Now, for pesticides can be very harmful but usually affect specific area, which is agricultural runoff. While detergents contribute to pollution, but not as widespread as sewage. So sewage causes widespread water pollution. 4. Water of crystallization is responsible for. Water of crystallization is responsible for A. The shape of the crystals, B. The melting salts, C. For purity of crystals, D. The boiling point of crystals. The correct answer is the shapes of crystals. So water of crystallization is the fixed amount of water molecule chemically bound within a crystal structure. This water molecule helps to maintain the shape and the structure of the crystal. Melting salts depends on the ionic bonding, not water of crystallization. Purity of the crystals. Impurities affect purity, not water of crystallization. Boiling point of salt is determined by the ionic forces, not water content. 5. The substance which loses its water of crystallization on exposure to air is. The substance which loses its water of crystallization on exposure to air is A. Deliquescent, B. Efflorescent, C. Hygroscopic, D. Crystalline. The correct answer is efflorescent. An efflorescent substance loses its water of crystallization when exposed to air, forming powdery or crumbled solid. While for deliquescent absorb moisture from air and dissolve into a liquid. And with the word deliquescent, you can remember that it absorbs water and dissolve into a liquid. I I highlighted the liquescent with liquid, so for you to remember that it dissolve into a liquid. While for hydroscopic absorb moisture, however, it does not form a solution. So hydroscopic absorb moisture but does not form a solution, while deliquescent absorb moisture from air and dissolve into a liquid. Crystalline just describe a solid with definite shape, not related to moisture loss. 6. Which of the following gases can be collected by upward displacement of air? Which of the following gases can be collected by upward displacement of air? A. Nitrogen 2 oxide, B. Hydrogen, C. Ammonia, D. Chlorine. The correct answer is hydrogen. Gases that are lighter than air can be collected by upward displacement of air because they rise. Now, hydrogen is the lightest gas, much less dense than air, so it rises. Nitric oxide is slightly denser than air, so it does not rise easily. Ammonia is lighter than air, but highly soluble in water, so it is usually collected over dry air. Chlorine is much denser than air, so it sinks. So these are gases that are lighter than air, other gases that are lighter than air that rises, and with the word HAM, you can remember the gases that are lighter than air and are collected by upward displacement, and they include hydrogen, helium, ammonia, and methane. Number 7. Which of the following ions is a pollutant in drinking water even in trace amounts? Which of the following ions is a pollutant in drinking water even in trace amounts? A. Calcium, B. Mercury, C. Magnesium, D. Iron. The answer is mercury. Mercury are highly toxic even in trace amounts and can cause severe health problems like brain and kidney damage. Calcium is essential for bones and teeth development and it is not a pollutant. Magnesium ions are needed for body functions, so it is not a pollutant. Iron ions are needed for blood, which is hemoglobin, so it's only harmful in excess. It is not a pollutant in trace amount. Number 8. Which of the following is formed when maltose reacts with concentrated tetraoxosulfate 6 acid? Which of the following is formed when maltose reacts with concentrated tetraoxosulfate 6 acid? A. Coal tar. B. Charcoal. C. Toxic fumes. D. Carbon 4 oxide. The correct answer is charcoal. Maltose is a carbohydrate, and when it reacts with concentrated tetraoxosulfate acid, the acid removes water, leaving behind carbon in form of charcoal. So maltose reacts with concentrated tetraoxosulfate acid to form charcoal. Coal tar is not formed in this reaction. Toxic fumes, some gases may be released, but the main product is carbon. Carbon 4 oxide. Carbon 4 oxide is only forms if there is combustion, which does not occur in this reaction. Number 9. Carbon 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is widely used as a carbon 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is widely used as a fertilizer, B fungicide, C disinfectant, D purifier. The correct answer is fungicide. Carbon 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is commonly used as a fungicide to control fungi infections in plants. Fertilizer, it is not used as a fertilizer because fertilizer contains nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Disinfectant, it is not commonly used for disinfection. Purifier, it is not used for purification. It is often used as a botax mixture, that's a French word, which contains carbon 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 and lime to prevent fungi growth on crops. Number 10. Which of the following metals will liberate hydrogen from steam? Which of the following metals will liberate hydrogen from steam? A. Copper. B. Iron. C. Lead. D. Mercury. The correct answer is iron. Metals that are more reactive than oxygen can liberate hydrogen gas from steam, and iron reacts with steam at a very high temperature to form iron oxide and hydrogen gas. Now, copper do not react with steam because it is less reactive than hydrogen. Lead, which is slightly more reactive than hydrogen, but does not readily react with acid or water. So lead does not react with steam, but it is more reactive than hydrogen. Mercury does not react with steam because it is less reactive than hydrogen. Now, using the electrochemical series, those elements below hydrogen are less reactive than hydrogen, while the elements above hydrogen are more reactive than hydrogen. But some of the elements above hydrogen, like the lead, which is more reactive than hydrogen, but it does not readily react with steam or acid. Thank you for watching. If this series you have learned a lot from this series, I want you to like this video, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching.